Hello friends, and welcome to yet another session on Excel. Today we'll discuss about few more features related to the Home tab, and we'll work on quantitative data. As you know, data can be categorized into two parts, qualitative and quantitative data. We have worked a bit on qualitative data, and there is much more that we can do with quantitative data in Excel. So most of our focus will be on quantitative data. Now today we'll discuss about how to change number format, how to use conditional formatting, how to sort data, how to filter data, and finally how to parse data. Okay, so let's begin. So we have a sheet here which contains some stock names, their share prices, the number of units of these share which are in a particular portfolio, and percentage of gain or loss respective to the shares. Okay, so the very first thing that we'll learn is how to change the number format. Now suppose what you want to do is you want the share prices to be in, like, you don't want the decimal part. Now to do that, what you can do is you can go to this number section in the Home tab, and you can decrease the decimal part. Okay, so you have removed the decimal part. Similarly, you can also increase the decimal part as per your requirement. You can do that. Okay, you can change the number to, suppose these numbers are in currency, so you can change it to currency. It was number format, then you can change it to currency. Okay, you can still decrease the decimal part. You don't want the decimal part, so just remove it. You can do the same for this part also. You can change the percentage. Okay, so this way you can increase or decrease the decimal portion of a number. You can change the number type from here. You have a number of options available, so as per your requirement you can change it. Okay, now the next thing that we can do is we can learn how to format the table using conditional formatting. Okay, so conditional formatting is very important in Excel, and it can give you edge over presenting the data. It would be very useful if you use conditional formatting to present your data. So we'll see how useful it can be. Okay, now suppose this is the data sheet that we have, and what I want is I want to check where the number of units of shares that I hold is less than maybe 20. Okay, so I'll go to conditional formatting and I'll highlight those cells which are less than 20. So just enter the number 20 and you got those cells to be highlighted. So you can see how useful it can be. Similarly, what you can do is you can check all those shares where you have made loss. So you can go to conditional formatting and you check where it is less than 0. So the Excel will automatically highlight all those cells which are having negative numbers. Okay, So you can make out that these shares corresponding to these cells are making losses. Okay, so you can use the conditional formatting in this way. Now what more you can do is you can also use the icon set. This is a very useful tool. Like you want to indicate that which share you should invest in, or which share you should outrightly reject. Okay, so you can use this option, like, so only this share you should invest in, you are confirm about it, you are unconvinced about these few, and you are sure about rejecting these. Okay, so you can use the icon set for number of other things, like you can show where the increase or decrease has happened. Okay, you can use the icon set for the same. Okay, so it would be a very useful indicator for you to represent your data. Okay, you can also use data bars. So data bars will highlight the cell in a manner that depends upon the relative comparison of the numbers. So the highest one is 390, and rest of the cells are compared with respect to this number. The next thing that we'll do is we'll know how to sort data. So first of all, I'll tell you how to sort data using alphabetical order. So I guess this is already arranged in alphabetical order. Otherwise you can do it in this manner. You can go to sort and filter, click sort A to Z, and it will be giving you a message to expand the selection. If you don't select this, the respective share prices related to that particular share will be changed. Means the share names will be arranged, but the rest of the table will remain intact, so that would not be useful. So always select this, expand the selection. By default it is selected, so you'll keep it like that, and you'll click the sort button. So it is already sorted. Okay, so what you can do is you can reverse it if you want. Okay, now you can see the difference. There is a change. Now the Titan company is at the top. You can reverse the selection. You can sort the data based on the share price. So now you have this option. Excel automatically tells you that this is a number, so you should go for smallest to largest or largest to smallest. We'll select largest to smallest, and we'll expand the selection. Okay, so this way you can sort your data. Okay, the more thing that you can do is you can filter your data. So how to filter the data? You can just click on filter, and then you want all the data that is negative in number. So you select those, and just you have the data which is making loss, name of all the shares which is making loss. Okay, so this way you can sort the data, you can filter the data as per your requirement. If you want to filter the data which is having more than 1000 share price, so you mark these numbers and you get it. Okay, this way you can use the filter in Excel. The next thing that we'll do is we'll know how to parse the data. Now what you can see is, you can see here that with the share name there is something written in the bracket, and this bracket represents the number of transactions the individual has done in that company. Okay, so maybe the individual has purchased one share at a time and has made 8 transactions. So I want these transactions to be in different cell. Okay, not in this cell. I want it in a different column. Okay, so how can I do it without doing it manually? If this is 13 or 14 numbers, I can do it manually, but if it would be 1000 shares, we can't do it manually. So how we can do it with the help of Excel? So let's just learn. To parse the number, what you need to do is you need to first select the column, then you go to data, and then you go to text to column. Okay, then delimited will be automatically selected. You just click on next, and there you have to select the delimiter. Now here we have a specific delimiter. You can have tab or semicolon or comma, space, you can use that, but here we don't have any comma or space or semicolon. So what we have is, we need to separate it from this small bracket, opening of small bracket. So I'll click on other and just place this small bracket. Okay, and just click next. Okay, then I'll finish it, and okay, and so this will replace your data. So what you first need to do is, you need to first insert a column for the transaction. Now you select the column, you go to data, go to text to column, delimited is selected, go to next, then everything has been already done, then click next and just go to finish. So you just need to click OK. So here are the number of transactions that you have. Okay, so you can name this number of transactions. Fine. So this is the way you can parse the data. So hope this video helps. If you like the video, please hit the bell icon, subscribe and share it with others. Okay, thank you.